Hello, fellow agents. How are you guys doing? I hope we are up and running. Yes, good stuff. This is good stuff. I think everything is on. Hey, Little Planet X, how are you doing? Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Please give me a thumbs up or any other emoji if you can hear me, guys. Yes, awesome, you can hear me. That is great. Good news. Good news. I'm trying a new setup today and I haven't really been able to test it properly. So, well, I'm happy to see that it is working out. Wonderful. Hey, Crowd Africa, what's up? How are you doing? I guess the sun is shining on you today as well. It's been a few days since we have been streaming. The weekend has gone past and my throat has been quite sore. So yesterday I did not wanna overuse my voice. So today has been the first day since Friday last week. Hello, Rolly Gods. How are you feeling today? Good to have you on board. Marika, what's up? What's up? Troyanovska, hey, what's up? What's up? Faruk, nice to have you here. People joining in as always makes me happy. It is awesome. I prepared myself here with a nice, beautiful, soft and smooth blanket, as well as a nice cup of warm tea with some nice honey, and we are ready to get rumble. And by the way, did you have a look at the new landing page? How good is it looking, guys? This is just so smooth. This is just so nice looking. We have plenty of good information coming up here. The in-game corporations. Lucky Cat, Net Empire, New Lands. 92 pending transaction on your MetaMask. Holy moly. Is it still congestion on the chain? I think no, it should not be a... Well, it wasn't this morning. I haven't really checked lately. Lens protocol. We see that Sen at least is gone. And it's not taking too much. So there's not one single project that is occupying the entire chain, which is good. I hope you will have that resolved in the very near future. Having 92 pending transaction is, yeah, it's a bit of annoying. Hey, love it, Tiger Power. AOC Joni, hey, how are you guys doing? 8250, what's up? Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice. For 5 days. Yeah, last week was crazy. Did you try Yekaterina Parkomenko? Hello. Exactly, good. Thank you very much, Lala. Hey, did you try to cancel any of the transactions that are pending in your MetaMask? I had a bit of a struggle. I think on Friday, honestly, when we tried to bid, it did not get resolved until a couple of hours later, and my own private account, the same thing there. Yeah, it's on Polygon side or it is on MetaMask. Nothing much we can do about it, unfortunately. We can only control what is Planet X related. Everything else are beyond our control, unfortunately. In the future, perhaps we can have so much power that we can change such things as well, but that'll be in the future. For now, no, not really. But hey, how good is this looking, guys? I really love the new landing page. The roadmap is looking dope. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. 38% staked, 41% circulating, 19% to be released. Pretty dope, pretty dope. Market cap 30 million, 24-hour volume 248,000. Yeah, some juicy information here on the landing page, and the little fox is there, as some people call it. Also, IXT token. You can get the tutorials in here, how to play, which is nice. There's a trailer. You can access the marketplace, the net info marketplace. The game will take you to mission control directly, or the terminal as we call it, and from there you can access all well, eventually you will be able to interact with all the in-game corporation, as well as your inventory, mission control, gravity grade, lucky cat. Those are in-game corporations apart from net empire that you can currently interact with. But you know, all of these in-game corporations are here, which is awesome. We got some information going here as well, so everything is starting to look pretty sweet. You can also easily enlist, go and get yourself an account, access the white paper, and join our Discord. So everything is here, and on more you can go to drops, raffles, wallet, IX Foundation, how to play, help setter, and more. Really nice. Loving it. Loving it. So how's everyone doing today? Did you guys have a good weekend? Irina, I do not read Cyrillic, unfortunately. I really wish I did. If that's Cyrillic, excuse my uneducated me if that's incorrect. Hello, hi Vin. I hope you guys did have a really good weekend anyway. I did at least have a really good weekend. I went to the forest, I went camping. I was under the moon and under the stars. Well, the only fact is that it was too cloudy, so we did not see the moon nor the stars, but it was still an amazing trip and a beautiful landscape. So nice, and the sun is shining outside as well today. So it's a happy day. It's a definitely happy day. And also this landing page is looking good. Raffles are resuming. Plenty of good stuff in the pipeline, and we've spent quite a lot of IXT since we last logged in, which is very promising. So maybe we should get. It's Republic Day in Kazakhstan today. Okay. Not sure what that means, but I am thrilled to read up on that after this Twitch stream is over, so I can educate myself a bit about that Kazakhstan Republic Day as well. Nice. But I think I do have a bit on my mind what it is all about, which is awesome. We stopped selling the cargo top due last week. Yeah, holiday. I understand that. That is nice. You have a day off. Last week we stopped selling cargo drop 2. So sold a lot of them. A lot of resources are in circulating supply at the moment, which is good. We are approaching some huge updates in the very near future. We're all waiting for mission control. They they have come far, guys. The developers have come far, and we are really thrilled to see what it will look like once the final details are completed. Hey, Irene, how are you doing? And obviously, I will show you mission control beforehand. Before we release it, you will be able to check it out, and I will show you here Emos, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome on board. I will definitely show you how Mission Controller operate before we go live with it. We will also have sessions after the launch where we touch upon all the subjects, everything Mission Control related. But I know for a fact there's certain things that I need to go through today, and I think that there has okay, sorry. People having difficulties to understand how the resources required to construct the facility. So I think we're gonna go through that once more today, just to make sure that it is clear to everyone. But as always, I think we should start with going into our inventory and open a cargo drop, because what we are about to do is collect as many resources possible prior to when mission control starts, so we can start construct our facilities, show you how to do it, and make sure you are prepared for it once it is up and running. So why don't we just get going straight away and open up a cargo drop and a loot crate, and we'll see what we can get. We obviously do know what we want, but we can only have our fingers crossed and hope for the best. I mean, we can get blueprints, we can get biomods, and so on. And transaction 254 confirmed. Beautiful, which means this cargo drop will soon open and extract the assets that are inside. But then we still have a couple of more interactions to do before we have completely opened and revealed what's inside the loot crate. Thank you very much. Continue. And Lucky Cat, loot crate, anniversary pack. So sweet ass. So we got our fingers crossed for another uncommon biomod, because that is the last missing piece for us to construct the first facility. I know, yeah, and also last week people got airdropped some facilities. Hey, that's awesome. Those of you who bought a lot of drones, you got some nice juicy facilities airdropped to you, amongst other resources. But yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Hey, no biomodes, only astro credits today. Well, that's how it is. Hello, Ardak. What's up? Welcome. I hope you are having a good day. Yeah, it's we've been airdropping out quite a lot recently. AOC badge holders got their tickets. What else would he airdrop the last couple of weeks? Yes, also people who are owning the Genesis, the Lucky Cat Genesis, you were airdropped a arcade Meta Dragons. Awesome, guys. So all of you who had a Lucky Cat Genesis, you're also in possession of a arcade NFT Meta Dragons, which is awesome, and one of the first things that the merge between the two projects will give us. Really amazing. Really, really, really amazing. I hope you're excited for that, because I am. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to do a lot of arcade gaming today, since we most likely gonna have a lot of notifications to run through. But if that's the case, well, I'm happy to show you some glimpse of it as well. But today I think we first of all need to focus on the game, and also on some bits and pieces of the white paper. We've had some people that still don't really understand all details. So I think it's good that we can go through them once more to make sure that you understand it and to make sure that you are prepared for what is coming when Mission Control has launched. But, so, look at the resources. As I told you, we are one uncommon biomod short from constructing our first facility. But apart from that, it's looking pretty good. And here we can see that we have plenty of Lucky Cat Genesis and a bronze badge as well. No industries, no tech structure, and some land. Alright, let's get going. So from the new landing page, if you want to reach the marketplace, you basically click on the marketplace and you will enter the map. And from here we can start do what we normally do. Check our incoming bids, see if we can move some funds on the map. Oh no, not really, not today. Oh, maybe if we clear the filters. No, still no. Huh, very unfortunate. Yes, look at the map, it's so beautiful. It's a nice green spot we can see there. Like, what are we doing here? There's a tiny little island with a couple of pigs. Holy moly, did not know we had any pigs here. I'm not sure if the entire map is covered with enough of pigs in this area to... Nah, at the moment, this is definitely a spot for the future. We won't sell those pigs. Maybe if we go on the outskirts and look at the... Okay, could be something. Let's see what it is. It's uncommon. We're already working in uncommon areas, so no. However, what we should do is we should focus on the region where we are trying to... Dole, good morning. Good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon. Whatever it might be, welcome. So nice to have you on board. So this is uncommon area. We have been building here. This is perhaps the third or fourth week, not 100% sure. I think it's the start of the fourth week. It's going quite well. We're bidding a lot here in this location of the map, and it looks like we're starting to be able to connect bits and pieces, and I'm kind of curious to know how many pigs we did manage to buy in this area as of yet. But as you see, we still have a long way to go before we can start building our territories. As normal, as we always do, we have to go through Joey. What's up? Noodle from London, what's up? How are you doing? Nice to have you here. It's nice that people are continuously checking in with us. Make sure that we are on board with what we're doing. All good, thanks. Good to hear that. So we're looking at this. Looks pretty promising so far. I mean, it still has been some days since we logged in and played on this account, but it's okay. We cannot play every day. We still have other things to do on the office, and also sometimes during the weekends. I don't necessarily spend too much time playing Planet X. How can we cancel multiple bids together? Your placed bids, you cannot cancel multiple ones at the same time. That's that's something that will change, and for upcoming updates, it will be a function that will be available. So the next marketplace update is is coming up pretty soon, which means that we're not implementing too many new features in the existing one. We're waiting for that one to be ready, and with that launch, there will be plenty of other good features as well, which will give us a more enjoyable experience on the marketplace, trading, selling, buying, and also all the other assets and resources that we are to utilize in not only mission control, but in other places of Planet X ecosystem. They will also be tradable on the new marketplace. So the reason why we did not do too many changes is because the next one will it will be such a huge difference, and we are really excited for it. So as we all know, guys, we have a lot of competition in the rare location where we are trying to build. Their previous name was Free 411. I'm 100%, no, I could not be 100% sure, but I think it is the same person that have changed the name. It is KK Lucky. And KK Lucky owns a lot of pigs in the area. It is definitely causing it's like a roadblock. At the moment we have a very difficult time to buy pigs in the area. This person owns way too many, and independent of how much we bid, that person is not selling us the pigs. It is crazy. We just need to accept it, and hopefully they will release them to us in the future, because at the moment, well, we might as well well, not as well, but we might try to find another location of the map and start bidding and see if we can thanks. I know how I can see all the bids in an area, but when I select all bids, it's not selecting all bids. It's only retrieving so much information from the map, and so I think you were still talking about bids that you have placed. So if I go to explore and I use the Svetik and Lanata, hello. If I go to filter and we are in rare area and we only go our bits, if I would select all now, it would definitely just, this is what it looks like. If I zoom in a lot closer, hopefully we do have enough bid placed in this area. Well, then I have to reload. So it can only retrieve so much information. So if I update it, and yes, so the focus point of how it is retrieving information from the map, I'm not exactly sure how that mechanic works or that technical bit works. But basically, on a different zoom level, it will retrieve so much information, and the further out we zoom, the higher the probability there is that it will try to retrieve information from more parts of the map, which will leave us less focused. So you have to zoom in a lot closer to make sure that the area that you are trying to fetch the bits from is it's very concentrated like this, and that's also dependent on which tier you are located in. All these things will get better. The new map will definitely look a lot less, definitely work a lot better, and in combination with the new marketplace, this is gonna there's gonna be huge changes to everything. But yeah, so if you're very close to the map, it will retrieve the information very closely. So 26, I can probably update it, and I could probably get like 60 pretty, so 55, and it's pretty dense. Maybe the ones there in between does not have any bids on them. So this one did not have a bid. Same with this one. So I will try to zoom out a little bit more and update it, see if I can get maybe like 80 picks. So 102 looking pretty good still. If I select this one as well. So this one did not have any bids. Same thing here. So maybe it can do one more. I deselect picks. I update a list. So that was too far away. So maybe I can zoom in a little more and update it and see how many picks we can get at one. Okay, so I think, yeah, so you have to elaborate a little bit depending on which tier you are in. But the closer to the map you're zoomed in, the better focus you will have of selecting the picks. So 77, we did a little bit more. We did like 80, 90, something like that. So that's basically how close you need to be on the map to make sure that you retrieve the information from the picks that are located on the current map location. Okay. Oh no, this spot, nice. I like buying picks. Such a pleasant feeling. Still do have our highest hopes on. Yeah, maybe we have not seen anything from outlier tier yet. So whenever we get an opportunity to find a picks in the notification that is located on outlier tier, I will definitely go and check it out, because we did a lot of bidding there last week, and since we have not been active since Friday last week, it's I would say a pretty high probability of us having bought picks that might connect some of the clusters. Maybe it is no point doing it like this, since KK Lucky is ignoring the fact that we want to buy their picks. Well, ignoring it, they're not. They're just declining it. That's true. But maybe we should just, instead of going through them one by one, just keep on carpet bid. I think that might be the option going forward, really, because this will can just check it's the same owner of all of them, meaning that if we would carpet bomb, we would bid on all these picks anyway. So yes, there's no point we are bidding on them one by one. Look how many bids we have got declined. What I'm curious to know is that we did bid some on some of their picks with 10IXT, and maybe they did accept it, not sure. But as of yet, as of yet, they have not accepted a single bid. Wow, crazy. So this is like already 15, 20, 25. It's like 5 per time each time we load more. And it's the same owner, meaning so now they rejected 30 bids from us, but we did place a lot, and that's, it means that this person owns more picks in the location than we do. Oh, and that's tough competition, guys. It's really tough competition. Holy moly. I think we need to move to more an area where we have better success rate to get some endorphins stimulated. Because this has been going a lot better. Duan Kong. That's a name I recognize. They might have a lot of picks in this area as well, but I think we bought some of their picks. Okay, so as soon as we see rare picks with another owner than KK Lucky, I think we are gonna place some bids on them. But if they're KK Lucky, okay, IXT bought for 6. That's good. So wow, 1 outlier picks. Check how we're doing here. I'm gonna. I hope you still can see my screen okay. So looking at this, it seems like we have been able to connect this cluster that was broken here with the main cluster here. But now we have to connect this main cluster to the middle cluster, which this is nowadays the centerpiece. This used to be the main piece. Now this is the centerpiece. And it seems like we're doing much better going west than east, or maybe we're just not bidding enough going east. But yeah, it's this is kind of interesting to see what managed territories tells us. So at the moment, okay, I'm gonna zoom in again so we can see what it says. So we have one cluster with 44 picks, 119, 110, 114, 115. So that's in total like 60, 80, 105 picks. 105 picks in what are clusters at the moment. And surrounding that, there's not too many, so we have a pretty long way to go here as well. I think we need to step up the game, really, in this area as well, and start bidding heavily, and make sure that we are covering the east side as well. And maybe also going north, but because we have definitely been bidding south here and west as well, but it seems like we have not been too active going neither north nor east. Well, okay, that's something for today. But let's go through those notifications to start with to make sure that we have not missed any good opportunities. Decline. Atesha Inek, hello, what's up? Nice to have you here today. Excuse my broken voice. It's a bit sore, but I'm still enjoying being here. Not gonna do any 2-hour sessions that I sometimes do. I think that's gonna be a little bit too harsh for my throat, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna make sure that we go through everything, place a good amount of bids on this area for sure. Oh really? How can they be so rude and not sell us pics for 1 IXT? And I remember, like last time on the stream, I was sitting there in the streaming room, and you know, my colleagues, they have been traveling around the world, going to different conferences, and met a lot of potential partners and investors and so on. And all of a sudden, they were holding a speech, and I was twitching, and I was all of a sudden became pretty quiet since they were starting applauding, giving us good applause, and that's very positive. So there's plenty of positive news for the company and Planet X in the future as well. Not only the merge that has happened, which is huge, the Arcade and Planet X merge, which is huge, but there's a lot of other stuff as well. So very exciting times. Very, very exciting times. Excuse me, guys. Look at that, we're still buying picks for 1 IXT from time to time. That is so nice. It just kind of like keeps our average price down. Decline. No, please do not decline. It's no time for declining. Be a happy camper. Accept my bid. Spending 130 picks over the weekend or something like that. Not too bad, not too bad. This is also a bid that has been declined. Okay, looking at it, where is it? It's pretty funny that they declined our bid of 3IXT and they listed it for 3IXT. Huh. Well, it's on them. Pretty expensive gas fees at the moment, still. Compared to what it normally is. I think we normally pay like 0.02 and today it was like 0.4. However, it's not very expensive anyway, but in the long run, buying like thousands of pigs, having 10 times more expensive gas fees will obviously make a bit of a difference on the end result of how much gas we've spent. So I think like standard is 0.02 Matic, and I mean Matic is a good project, so probably the price for a Matic coin will increase in value once the world's starting to feel a lot better, and we are entering the bull run, the coming bull run. But at the moment, when we were like below $1 per Matic, the prices for transactions are pretty slim, and we don't necessarily want to pay like $1 per transaction. If that would be the case, then I assume there will be another project trying to step in, because paying $1 gas fee per transaction in a game like Planet X would be pretty harsh on our players' economy. But that's also beyond our control. We cannot change how they are constructing their change. We are only focusing on making Planet X the best possible game out there, and so far I believe we've been doing a pretty good job. But we have miles to go. This is still just the beginning. With the implementation of mission control, there's like another layer onto the game, a layer that is we're interacting with in a different kind of way, which is really exciting. Bro Rich, Mamma Mia, doesn't want to sell his pics. Holy moly. Because I'm definitely gonna become a waste collector again. Yeah, we also sent out the rewards for being great waste collectors. Those prizes sent out last week as well. Hello, how are you doing? Is it a KK? No, 42 works. Oh, I know. That's a familiar, not a face, because I don't really know what that person looks like, but a very familiar name. A name that has been playing Planet X for a long time. And I'm happy to see that you're still on board this journey. But I'm not as happy to see that you're not accepting my boost, man. But that's up to you to decide, buddy. We can only give you an alternative. Buying, not buying, and ooh la la, why are you not selling me pics? Vision, I know that as well. I think that's gonna go down with a 4. It's also really nice to see that we can have all the raffles back up and running from Lucky Cat. And it's also really nice that it's all automatically, the winners are all automatically selected from our partner. Which is giving us the opportunity to have 100% random selection of winners for each one of the raffles. And it's everything is just there on chain for everyone to see. No way to cheat. Which is awesome. We try to make sure. Callow. Yes, there's some sharks and there's some whales. 700 kilograms of waste. I collected a lot more than that. I think it was pretty crazy because what we did was we were dividing the amount of waste with the amount of drones, and we saw that, you know, in some cases it was the accuracy of collecting 700k waste. Yeah, I understand. We saw that there was their accuracy of collecting waste were like 99%, meaning that they set their alarms and collected waste in like truly impressive manners. Like they barely missed an opportunity to collect waste, the ones that took it most seriously, and that person got some juicy rewards. But yes, there's a lot of people out there claiming waste. I was really focused, but I never set my alarms. I was collecting my waste in the morning when I got to the office, and 8 hours later I was still at the office, so I knew I could collect my waste, or when I got home from the office. But basically, I did not manage to collect waste more than like twice a day maximum. But I still do have some waste in my wallet now, which I can exchange for Astro credits or loot crates. And I hope you have started to figure out your strategies for to utilize your drones and so on, and what you're gonna do with all the waste that you can claim. Because if you have a good strategy, I think you will benefit a lot. If you have a sloppy strategy, well, yes, you still will be doing well if you have plenty of resources. But if you don't have as much resources, you need to set your strategies right to climb the ladder. I think I know what my strategy will be like. I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. I'm trying to figure out if it is a good one or if it's just something I made up in my mind. But since the ratio of waste to Astro credits is 1-to-1, there won't necessarily be a lot of trade between the pair. But waste for other resources or waste for IXC, it could also definitely be possible trade. Boom. Mamma mia, so many notifications. It's like a full-time job, huh? But I've only spent 50 minutes. So that's not a full-time job. Full-time job is 8 hours a day minimum, huh? Decline with 6 IXT. Wow, who are you? Why did you do that to me? Why did I give you 6 IXT? Well, I think we gotta go through the... Yeah, but as I told you, we did not only calculate the exact amount, the total amount of waste collected. We were also taking into consideration the frequency. And I trust that you were doing an amazing job. But there were some people out there that were even more focused. Had an alarm clock in my head and woke up every night to restart the drone. I never sleep with my phone in the bedroom to use my cube. But for the drones, my phone stayed on next to me and I didn't miss a single return. But only have 3 drones. I haven't picked up as much waste as you, so I'm certainly very far from the top 100. Yeah, but as I told you, it was like the hit rate was like 99% or something for the ones that did the best or the most waste collecting, which to me is incredible, and I can only say congratulations, good job. I I wouldn't have the time or the energy to do so. I think it's good for me to have a good sleep of 6 continuous hours without a break. That's when I feel the best. 6.5. But I will see what happens now when mission control starts and it's time to collect waste again. So for those of you who have drones, there will be let's see if there's okay, let's update it and see if we can get the notifications cleaned out. Yeah, I'm very impressed by your waste collection skills. Well, that was good. We have been through most of them. Yes, we have been going through all of them. Boom. Let's go and check out. And no, literally what we have to do is we have to open up the white paper and go to facilities. Okay, so I hope you can see the screen properly. For every facility you are to construct, you need certain resources. Resources that you can find in loot crates or by depositing waste into Eternal Labs. Unfortunately, we did a mistake when we printed the white paper and the numbers in the white paper are incorrect. However, the correct numbers are as follows, and this goes for any kind, any tier facility. We need 2 legendary biomods. We need 5 rare biomods, 10 uncommon biomods, 15 common biomods, 20 outlier biomods, 1 blueprint, and 1,000 Astro credits. That's what you need to construct the facility. However, you don't know which facility you are constructing when you pay this amount of resources to Newlands, which is the facility provider. Because there is a probability of getting a certain tier facility when you deposit or when you pay with your resources. So there's a very slim chance of getting a legendary tier facility, only 1.961% chance. And the easiest one to get is the outlier one, 39.216%. So there you can change the probability of getting a certain tier facility by burning, or in other words paying with more biomods of that tier. So let's say you really want a rare facility, then you can increase your chances of getting a rare facility by adding rare biomods to the recipe. So this is the ground recipe that you always need to pay, but then you can add certain biomass on top of that to increase your chances of getting a certain facility. How much that each biomod added to the recipe will change your probability is an information that has not been revealed. However, there will be charts revealed in due time, so you will understand. And we can also say for it's an exponential decrease in the increase for each biomod you add on top of the base recipe up to a certain point. So an exponential decrease in the increase of each biomod you add on top of the ground recipe. So you don't know which facility you will get when you pay with the required resources, but you can change the probability by adding more biomods into the recipe. So that's also very promising. And I also think we should go and have a look at waste management, because we've had a fair few questions lately relating to waste management and what you get when you deposit the waste into the different in-game corporations. So we all know that if you turn to global waste system and deposit the waste into that corporation, you will have a 1-to-1 ratio of getting the Astro credits. So 100 waste will give you 100 Astro credits. On the other hand, if you hand them into Eternal Labs, the waste prospecting will be either biomods or blueprints or Easter eggs. But there's also chance. this is the probability involved here as well. So when you deposit the waste into Eternal Lab, they will look for valuable resources such as biomods, blueprints, and also Easter eggs. But there's also chance of them finding nothing. So high risk, high reward. Yeah, high risk, high reward. 36.14% chance or risk that you won't find anything at all when you deposit it into the Eternal Lab. So we have a bit of discussion here. We do same thing in Mission Control, collecting energy every 8 hours for LG, 12 hours for Rare, 16 hours for UN, 20 hours for CO, and 24 hours for Outlier. We will be busy in Mission Control. Yes. Am I missing a question? Lala saying sorry, no more drones. Okay, just misspelling. If you have plenty of resources, yes, you can invest more time into the game and build on different locations at the same time. But as I told you regarding waste collection, we did split the amount of waste collected between drones. So the one that was most frequent in collecting its waste was the winner. As easy as that. So if you had one drone and you collected 100% of the waste, you would win. How many days till I get Gleam competition winnings? From which competition? Normally it doesn't take too many days. I don't know which competition you are referring to. There's plenty of competition ongoing basically all the time. We have one arcade collab going every day where you can win starter packs. So basically the best thing to do is reach out to us on Discord and we will find out for you. The Ancient Society collab. Please reach out to us on Discord and we will try to figure out for you. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% aware of that competition and what the prizes were, etc. So please reach out to us on Discord and we'll try to help you there. But yes, great that you brought it up. So we are aware that you did not get the prize that you were asking for. But I mean, Daktar, as in anyway, if you have a lot of resources and if you have a lot of funds, a lot of money, you can always invest in more possibilities and earn higher rewards. But it's a strategy game, so if you have the best strategy, you will have the higher percentage yield from your, you will have the highest revenue from your initial investment. You just have to invest more time, I assume. If you don't have anything to invest, yes, well then it's gonna take a lot of time because the free to play mechanic, which is raiding, will give you waste. Waste will give you Astro credits, and or other resources. But I also think Meta Dragons is the snake game. It's actually a dragon snake. They're all products of Arcade. And I suggest you try them all out. They're quite a lot of fun in my opinion. But I hope I made myself clear in regards to facility and to waste, as it has been discussed over the last week on Discord, and I've also had a fair few questions relating to it that people misinterpreted the recipes for constructing them. So it's important that we make them clear. And also, whenever you loot waste from a tile, complete a successful raid, or claim waste for your drone, you have a chance of finding bonus loot. Each unit of waste harvested contributes a 0.5% chance of finding bonus loot to a cap of 100%. So this is nice. This is also a bit of a extra treasure that you can get when you claim your loot. And you know what we all know at this point, what we can get in the loot crates. It's all the resources that are required to construct the facilities. And looking at OpenSea.io. Assets. You can still get. Oh, look at this, guys. Is this really true? Last sale. Okay, these are the listings. I think I saw the last sale. Current price 0.43 Ethereum, 592.59. Okay, so if at the moment it's a lot cheaper to actually buy the final product, the tidal turbines, compared to buying the resources required. Look at this. So you have a 0.212. Well, this is what they're asking for, and that's half of the price for the tidal turbines. And you need so many more resources to construct it. So in this case, I would definitely go and buy the tidal turbines. But drones, they will definitely be something worth holding if you want to be productive waste collectors going forward. Let's see. I think I didn't really know that Radiant Gardens. Yeah, that's only an offer, right? Okay, yeah. So they will never sell it for $214. Not a chance. That's less than yes. Yeah, wouldn't necessarily do so, but yeah, okay. So okay, there is a replying to market, but farm NFTs in mission control. Is there a thread? Yeah, but also what I was saying was that you can collect the waste, but you also need pigs to generate waste, and you might be able to trade Astro credits, which you can get for waste. For picks in the future with other players. That's probably reasonable. Before I'm gonna end this session, I would like to take the opportunity to bid some. I think that's something we really need to do, especially in outlier area. Looking at how poorly we have been bidding going east, I think it's about time that we take the opportunity to do so. I need to save my voice a little bit so I can continue to stream over the week. Otherwise, I'll be finished by by Thursday or tomorrow even. But let's try to bid some. I think we just go like this. We update it and Okay. Yes, we do need to bid a lot. Hi Edja, how are you feeling today? Welcome. I hope you're having a beautiful day. So hopefully we can get at least 100 bid made today, maybe 150. So I don't scream too much, I speak too much. But thank you for your concern. Yes, I'm having tea with honey and it's definitely soothing my throat. No, we went camping over the weekend and it was quite cold, and we also had our ventilation open over the tent, but it kind of like the breeze just. It was in the beginning very nice, but in the middle of the night it started to come. Floating over my throat, and when I woke up in the morning, I started to feel my nose was a bit cloggy, and I was starting to sound a bit more like French people. But it's getting better day by day, which is nice. The answer is free in white paper page 45. And also, guys, if you haven't joined the arcade Discord server yet, I suggest you do it. They have a lot of fun in there. Really great guys moderating it. You will recognize plenty of the faces. Alex Satoshi amongst others. He's been part of the arcade crew for some time, and he's quite well orientated in the crypto space and gaming space. A good guy to have on board, and his technical skills setting up Discord is really great. Really, really great. Really happy to have him. A nice guy as well. Really nice guy. It's unfortunate that I don't get to see him very often. He's living abroad, and but the good thing is, with all the technical stuff we have in the world at the moment, we can always work together, even though we live in separate places of the world, which is nice. So I still need 100 more picks in outlier tier to to have our domain ready. So we better step up the game, right? Oh, we really do need to step up the game. We can only hope that people are willing to accept our bids sooner rather than later, because we wanna have our domains ready for mission control. So I think it's about time that I finish today's stream after I've completed this bidding process. So if you have a last question for me today, please shoot now so I can answer it before I put some honey on my throat and get ready for another stream. Callo, that's very good and wise words. Always do your own research. Doing the due diligence before you invest is a key factor to success. If you only listen to other people, you will definitely fall into traps. If you don't understand things, wait with wait to invest until you do understand, until you've done your research. There's too many traps out there. People want your money, people want your investment, not because they believe that you will be successful, it's because they would just want your money. So Callo, you're 100% correct. Make sure you do your research, your due diligence. Without the due diligence, we are just investing like fools, and we don't want to be fools. We want to be wise people, well educated, and yes, we can assist you in educating yourself in these sessions because you can ask us questions. But if you don't invest time yourself reading up on everything we release, well, you're just gonna fall behind. And the ones that are educating themselves, reading it first of all, understanding everything first of all, they will have a head start. Always, that's how it is. Practice makes perfect. If you look at the elite competitors in any sports, the ones that are practicing the most, they are the ones that will become the best. Just look at Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, football player. He was not the best of a talent, but he was training. Ingmar Stenmark, he was a unique guy, Swedish skier, skied 40 years ago, 50 years ago. He was so good they have to change the sport to make it interesting for people to look at, because he was eating up the competitors. With that said, thank you guys for joining in today's Twitch. It was nice to have you on board. I'm gonna go and rest my sore throat for a bit and prepare myself to upcoming sessions, and also for a bit of more work before I end this day. I much love to everyone. Thank you so much for joining in, and I see you guys soon again. Bye bye.